Guys, James Harden is on track to become the 6th player ever to average 35 points a game over the course of a season. He's got a ways to go, but this is a pretty good list. This would be the first since Kobe's 2005-2006 season. It has been a little while. It's not an easy thing to do. I want to look at this from the opposing team's point of view. You got the Rockets on the schedules are. You got James Harden coming to your arena, or you're going to theirs. What is your best chance of limiting his effectiveness, containing him a little bit, and coming out with a win?
10-day contract. Shane Battier, Bruce Bowen, and Michael Cooper. See if I can get them on. Okay,
they're all available.
And they're available right now for minimum,
minimum right now. I think you have to, first of all, you have to have the ability to change during the course of the game. I'm not sure you can give him 48 minutes of seeing the same exact defense. He's too smart. He figures it out. So maybe perhaps keep him off balance. And then you have to decide, do you want to stay one man on him? Do you want to take the ball out of his hands, try and double team him and make them have to pass the ball and other people make shots? Or the reverse of that is make him have to make every shot and don't let anybody else make shots.
Yeah, that's interesting, Coach. When we were in Phoenix during our 7 seconds or less run, Raja Bell was far and away our best wing defender, and he drew the short straw. He had to be the Kobe Bryant assignment. And we were driving ourselves crazy trying to figure out a way to slow Kobe down. And what we ended up doing was Raja would try to rile Kobe into making it a one-on-one, mano-a-mano matchup. Mm-hmm. And actually, when he clotheslined him that game, as you remember, it happened within the context of a playoff series where we were just trying to make Kobe want to take every shot and then limit the effectiveness of his supporting cast. The other component of that is when he does happen to give the ball up, you have to the best of your ability, in the case of James Harden, deny him the ball back. And that's easier to do when Chris Paul's not playing.
Right.
What I think is fascinating, though, during this run, because it's the regular season, you're not seeing any of the teams employ any of the tactics they might use in a playoff series.
Yeah, and you can bet all the staffs who could potentially face the Rockets in the postseason are cooking up all kinds of schemes that they're not going to reveal until a potential playoff series. So Houston will play Philadelphia on MLK Day, and you'll see Golden State in LA against the Lakers, and we hope to see more of Boogie Cousins, who had 14 points, 6 boards, 3 assists, and was plus 21 in just 15 minutes in his Warriors debut after nearly a year away following that Achilles injury. That happened on Friday against the Clippers. What'd you see?
Well, what I'm going to be watching for as he first starts to come back, and they brought him back as a starter in large part because the return to play protocol for someone with an injury of this type is going to be, once he gets loose, let him stay loose. Play him in bursts, and they did that. Now, they had to. He picked up 2 very quick fouls, so he played only 3 minutes. But I'm paying attention to what he looks like physically. And in this video breakdown that we've done, you're going to see some things from him mechanically that stood out to me initially. Here he's going to run a little pick and roll. He's going to slip here, dive to the rim. This is a 2-foot gather. Notice he puts very little pressure on the left, comes together with both feet and elevates. The reason this is important is DeMarcus Cousins is natively a 1-foot strider, and he wants to go off of the left foot. Here he went off the right foot. He tore the Achilles in his left. So what he really wants to do is stride into a 1-foot liftoff. You're going to see him do that here. KD makes a great pass. He had opened it up and beat everyone down floor, so he looks great running. Here it is, planting the surgically corrected leg. This is something that you're going to want to pay a lot of attention to because on a man that big who's a 1-foot strider, it's a big part of the reason he's never been overly efficient as a paint finisher. So it'll be interesting to see what happens coming back from this.
You're nervous when you come back from a surgery, whether it's a knee, something like that, an Achilles. But it can be done. But a guy this large, this big, going in, he had to have some concerns that I'm finally back. Now can I do what I used to do? So little by little, hopefully he'll get a little more lift. He never had a lot of lift,
right.
But maybe he'll get a little more lift. It's the strength we're talking about, and it's the confidence that he can do it.
Fortunately, his game was never really predicated on explosion per se. He's got so much skill. By the way, LeBron James on track to practice on Sunday. We don't expect to see him in a Laker uniform when they meet the Warriors on Monday.